Welcome to aminacademy.com and the topic how the machines work. And that we'll discuss about simple house wiring circuit. Look at this. This is a simple house wiring circuit. We'll discuss this each some detail. The domestic electric circuit are as shown in the figure. Look at here. There are three colored wire here. For example, earth wire is a green. It's go through the circuit everywhere. The live wire go through the electricity meter and with switches and go to the appliances. And neutral wire, let it be black and go through the meter and come to the control panel, and to the further it goes to the switch and appliances. Now there are three types of wires are involved in the domestic electric circuit. They are earth wire, live wire and neutral wire. Earth wire is green in color. Each wire is connected to metal plates placed in the earth near the house for safety purposes. It provides a safety for all the appliances and devices connected at home which have a metallic body. This is done to prevent shock when leakage of charges happens in the metallic body. Live wire is a red color. Live wire is a red color. It is a positive conductor that helps to break the circuit when excess current flows through the current. Neutral wire is a black in color. It is a negative conductor. Note the potential difference between live and neutral wire is 220 volts, for example. From the main supply, the current is passed through the circuit called a fuse. An electric fuse is used as a safety device that protects electric circuit and appliances due to fluctuation, short circuiting or overloading of the electric circuit. Fuse offers high resistance to voltage and has a low melting point. The fuse helps in breaking the circuit when overload current. High voltage or fluctuating current passes through the circuit when heated. It melts and breaks the connection with the circuit, helping it preventing burning of other components circuits. That is, it stops the current. Hence, fuse is a integral part of the domestic wiring system, and it's passed through the electrical meter and through the switch and appliances. Now we'll discuss further about the circuits little detail now. A home electrical circuit is a network that delivers electricity from the main electrical panel to various parts of the house, powering appliances, lighting, fan, and other devices. It's a closed loop that allows current to flow safely from the power sources through the circuit and back to the source. That is circuit close. Where here is some more detailed breakdowns now one by one. Power source. Main electrical panel is the first part. The central distribution point for electricity, typically located in the garage or utility room, at the entrance of the room, entrance of the house. This is a main electrical panel. The main electrical panel, also known as the service panel or breaker box, is the central point for distributing electricity in your home. It receives power from the utility grid and then routes it into individual circuit throughout the house, each controlled by a circuit breaker. Next is service panel. What is service panel? It contains circuit breaker or fuse that protects the circuit from overloads and short circuit. The electrical service panel often called a breaker box or load center, is the central hub for distributing electricity within a home. It receives power from the utility and then routes it to individual circuits that power various outlets, switches, and appliances throughout the house. Service head connects the utility power lines to the house, bringing in electricity. The service head is the point where electricity enters your home, typically from overhead power lines or an underground connections. The main electrical panel, also known as a breaker box, is the central distribution point where the electricity is distributed to a various circuit throughout the house. Next, we'll talk about the wiring. First, hot wires carry the electricity from the panel to the devices, typically black or red. Natural neutral wires return the electricity to the panel, typically white or light gray. Grounding wire provides a path for electricity to flow in case of fault, protecting against electrical shock, typically bare copper or green. Conduit wiring, often preferred for its safety and durability, using a metallic tube to protect the wire. Circuit. The branch circuit supplies power to specific areas or appliances in the house. Standard circuit, typically 120 or 220 volt circuit for lighting outlets and general appliances. Special circuit, 240 volt circuit for large appliances like dryers, fan, and water heaters. What are the components? Switch control the flow of electricity to light and other devices. Outlets provides a point for plugging in appliances, fixtures, light bulbs, ceiling fan, etc. They utilize electricity. Appliances, electrical devices that requires electricity to operate. Circuit breakers or fuses, protection devices that interrupt the flow of electricity in each of overload or short circuit. Safety, grounding provides a safe path for electricity to return to the source in each of the fault. Circuit breaker or fuses protects against overheating and fire hazards. Proper installation, ensuring electrical wiring is installed correctly to prevent safety hazards. Now, look at here the circuit. Here this earth wire continuously going and to the appliances, and live wire also going through to the appliances. Neutral wire go through the meter and supply to this neutral points. Now we can see this is a complete wiring diagram here. Look at this. This from main supply. Look this live wire and neutral wire and earth go through the distribution, and look at here, all live wires go through one terminal of the switches and go out to the utilities, that is a bulb, fan type. Look at here, some here the plugging point, also the same utilization here. These are very common house wiring. So far we discussed about the house wiring circuit. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.